everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sherry. Today we're going to be making a southern favorite, hummingbird cake. Hummingbird cake is a spice cake that has pineapple in it, bananas, has a cream cheese frosting, and some pecans. It is so good. So I will list all the ingredients down below, as well as their measurements, and let's go ahead and get started. Before we get started though, go ahead and preheat your oven to 350, and you're going to oil up 3 8-inch cake pans that, and I would use parchment paper in the bottom too. So, all right, let's get going.
All right, let's talk about our bananas. The riper they are, the sweeter they are. And actually, this is still a little unripe for me. Like, I like it to get almost black, and then you know the sugars have really developed. But this will have to do for now. So go ahead and all right. So now you just want to, yeah, see they're still a little hard. You want to go ahead and mash them. Alright, so I'm just going to leave them at this point because I like to have a little chunk in my cake, but it's also going to get battered as we add the rest of the ingredients as well. So we're going to go ahead and add our sugar. Our eggs. Hatch. I have my own chicken, so I always have to crack my eggs separately just to check to make sure they're good. We're going to add our oil. And vanilla. Had to switch to a bigger bowl. Alright, and this is where we're going to add our pineapple. I have freshly chopped pineapple, and I added a little bit of water just to get some juice in here. You want about 8 ounces. I think you can use a tin too as well if that's what you have. I also had to have a little bit of sugar because my pineapple was a little tart. Sorry. We're going to start off with 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, some ground cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Now we want to add the wet into the dry, and it's okay to just go ahead and. Now the idea is to not overwork this, so we just want to stir it enough to get the flour absorbed, and then we're ready for the next step. And this is the point that you would add your pecans. So I'm going to divide my batter between 3 oiled and parchment paper lined cookie sheets, or sorry, cake pans, 9-inch cake pans. I'm going to eyeball this. Alright, these are going to go into the oven that has been preheated to 350 for roughly 25 to 30 minutes, but go ahead and keep an eye on it, and when a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean, you're in business. So for the frosting, we're going to cream a cup of butter, with our cream cheese, so now it's the time to start adding in the confectioner's sugar, and we're going to do this a teeny tiny bit at a time because if you try to dump a bunch in, it's just gonna fly out and hit you in the face and powder everything in your kitchen. So go ahead and take your time with this one as you work it in. And that's beautiful. That's the consistency we're looking for. It's nice and spreadable. I'm just gonna plop it right on there. Press it down just ever so slightly. And plop the last layer on. And just for good measure, sprinkle a little bit of crushed pecans on the top.